On the tournament boat, there's a $1,500 Garmin LiveScope glowing like a video game. On the John boat next to it, a $150 fish finder. By day's end, both found fish. One cost 10 times more than the other. Now, the LiveScope is an incredible piece of technology. Here is what the electronics aisle hides from the weekend angler. For the vast majority of us, a $150 fish finder does 90% of what actually catches fish. It finds them, it reads the bottom, and it marks your best spots. The $1,500 system does one extra thing most anglers do not need. And the cheap unit that humiliates it wears the same Garmin badge. And make no mistake, a fish finder genuinely helps. Guides and studies put the jump in catch rates somewhere around 35 to 50%, because you stop blind casting and start fishing where the fish actually are. But notice, that huge jump comes from having any decent finder at all. It does not come from spending $1,500 instead of $150. So today we break down the $150 fish finder that embarrasses the $1,500 setup, the whole ladder of cheap units that punch above their price, and the honest truth about when that live sonar is worth it. Stick around, because I will show you what the pricey unit does that the cheap one cannot, and why it will not matter for you. If you fish, subscribe, and understand the pressure you are up against. Every fishing show, every pro's boat, every ad is covered in $1,500 screens, and it quietly convinces you that you need one to compete. You do not. That wall of expensive electronics sells because it is profitable, and it looks impressive on camera, not because the weekend angler needs it to catch fish. One quick thing before we start. The best fish finder in the world is useless if you do not know how to read the water and where the fish should be. That whole system lives in the angler's vault. First link in the description, QR code in the corner the whole video. Tap it or scan it whenever you want. Now, let's get into it. So let's meet the giant killer, the Garmin Striker Vivid 4CV. It costs around $150, and testers flat out call it the best fishing electronics purchase you can make. For that price, you get three things that matter, and they are the exact three things a fish finder is actually for. First, it has CHIRP sonar, the real modern kind, not a cheap single beam. It shows fish from 3 feet down to 200, and separates a single fish from a bait ball. Second, it has clear view down imaging, which turns the bottom into a near photo of stumps, brush, and rock. Third, it has GPS, so you can drop a waypoint on every spot that produces. Let's decode that word, CHIRP, because it is where the real quality jump is. A basic old sonar pings one single frequency. A CHIRP transducer sweeps across a whole range of frequencies at once, putting far more sound energy into the water. The result is it separates fish sitting close together and tells a fish from a stump. It is the difference between a blurry blob and an actual fish. Think about that. Find the fish, read the structure, and mark the spot. That is the entire job of a fish finder, and this $150 unit does all three well. It runs on a small battery that fits in a kayak crate. It mounts on any boat just the same, and it just works. This is not a toy. It is a real, capable fish finder. And here is a free tip worth more than $100 of upgrades. The transducer, the part in the water, matters more than the screen. Mounted on the transom below the waterline, with clean water flowing over it, away from rivets and motor wash. A cheap unit with a well-placed transducer outreads an expensive one mounted wrong. Bad placement ruins the best fish finder made. And here is the punchline that stings. It is a Garmin. The same company selling the $1,500 system sells this one for 1/10 of the price, and it finds the same fish. When the maker of the flagship quietly hands you 90% of the result for 10% of the money, the big system gets very hard to justify. Now, $150 is the sweet spot. But the whole budget ladder humiliates that flagship price. So let's quickly climb it, because depending on how you fish, one of these is your perfect unit. And not one of them is anywhere near $1,500. At the very bottom, around $120, is the Garmin Striker 4. It is the cheapest real fish finder worth owning, with true CHIRP sonar and GPS waypoints in a compact package. It skips the fancy imaging, but for pond and small lake fishing, where you just need to find fish and mark spots, it is all the fish finder a lot of anglers will ever need. And do not overlook that GPS, because it quietly does half the work. Every time you catch a fish, you drop a waypoint, and over a season, you build a private map of every productive spot on your lake. Brush piles, drop-offs, points. Next foggy morning, you drive straight to them. That waypoint feature alone, on a cheap unit, is worth the price of admission. One thing to check before you buy: whether the unit has maps for your water. Some cheap units only show your own tracks and waypoints on a blank screen, which is totally fine for a lake you already know. Others take map cards with detailed contours of thousands of lakes. If you fish new water a lot, that mapping is worth a small step up. Next, for the bank and dock crowd, the deeper castable sonar. This one is genuinely clever. It is a sonar ball about the size of a baseball that you tie to your line and cast out, and it beams the readings straight to your phone. No boat, no mounting, no drilling. For shore anglers and kayakers, it turns your phone into a $200 fish finder you carry in your pocket. And these budget units sip power, which is a bigger deal than it sounds. A little 12-volt battery the size of a lunchbox runs a Striker all day in a kayak or a john boat. The big networked systems draw far more and need a real marine battery setup. Cheap, simple, and low power is exactly what most small boat and kayak anglers actually want. Step up to around $200 and you get the Lowrance Hook Reveal 5. Its big advantage is down-scan imaging that shows exactly where fish are sitting relative to cover, which matters when largemouth are buried tight in brush or on a dock piling. For the structure angler on a budget, this is the cheapest, honest step into truly seeing what is down there. Let's clear up the imaging types, because the names confuse everyone. Standard 2D CHIRP shows fish in the water column as arches. Down imaging shows a photo-like picture of what is directly under you. Side imaging scans out to the sides to find structure across a huge area. You do not need all three. For most fishing, CHIRP plus down imaging is plenty. Around $250, the Humminbird Helix 5 gives you that brand's legendary reliability, dual-spectrum CHIRP, and clean mapping in a rock-solid unit that simply does not quit. And it converts into an ice fishing flasher with a cheap kit, so it works all year. For the angler who wants one dependable unit for everything, the Helix 5 is a workhorse. And that year-round angle is underrated. Many of these budget units convert into an ice fishing flasher with a cheap kit, so one purchase covers open water in summer and hard water in winter. The premium live sonar rigs do this too, but you are paying 10 times more for the privilege. Dual season use out of a $250 unit is real value. And near the top of the same range, around $400 to $500, the Garmin Striker Vivid 7SV. This is the one that truly embarrasses the flagship, because it adds full side imaging and down imaging, scanning structure 200 feet to each side of the boat on a big 7-inch screen. It does almost everything a tournament angler needs for roughly a third of the LiveScope price. A word on screen size, since the pros fish with televisions on the bow now. A bigger screen is nicer, no question, but it does not find more fish. A 4 or 5-inch screen shows you everything you need to make a decision. Do not let screen envy talk you into hundreds of extra dollars. The fish do not care how big your monitor is. Quick thing before we talk about that $1,500 unit, honestly. If this is already saving you money, hit the like button so it reaches the next angler about to overspend on electronics. And point your camera at the QR code. or tap the first link below. The Angler's Vault is the gear worth your money, and the knowledge that actually catches fish. One payment, yours for life. So now let's be completely fair to the LiveScope, because it is genuinely revolutionary, and I am not going to pretend otherwise. LiveScope is forward-facing live sonar. Instead of showing you what you already passed over, it shows you what is in front of your boat, right now, in real time. You can watch a fish swim, watch it react to your lure, and watch it eat, like an underwater video game. That is the one thing, the only thing, that a cheap fish finder cannot do. A budget unit shows you fish and structure beneath and behind you. LiveScope shows you fish ahead of you, live, and lets you target one specific fish. For a tournament pro chasing suspended crappie or largemouth, being able to see and cast at a single fish is a genuine fish-catching advantage. It earns its price for them. So who should actually buy the $1,500 system? The tournament angler who fishes for money and needs every edge. The crappie or striper specialist who targets suspended fish in open water. And the guide whose living depends on putting clients on fish every single day. For those anglers, LiveScope is a real tool, and it is worth it. I am not knocking it. But here's the honest question for the rest of us. Do you need to watch a fish swim toward your lure in real time? Or do you just need to find the fish, find the structure, and mark the spot? Because that second list is what actually fills a cooler for a weekend angler. And a $150 striker does every bit of it. Think about the fishing that put food on tables for 100 years. Nobody had live sonar. They found fish with a basic flasher, or with their eyes and their knowledge. The fish finder is a tool that speeds up learning the lake. Live sonar is a luxury that skips some of that learning. It is amazing, but it is not what stands between you and a good day. And never forget the one thing no screen changes. The fish finder finds them, but you still have to catch them. It puts you over fish and shows you structure, but it will not pick your lure, make your cast, or set your hook. The angler who understands fish behavior with a cheap unit beats the one who stares at an expensive screen and still cannot get bit. And there is a real trap with the expensive system that nobody warned you about. LiveScope has a steep learning curve, and a lot of anglers who buy it never learn to read it well. So they paid $1,500 for a screen they cannot fully use. Meanwhile, the guy who mastered his $150 striker is out fishing them because he actually understands what he is looking at. And live sonar keeps changing every year. So today's $1,500 system is next year's outdated one, and it loses value fast. You are not buying a tool for life. You are buying onto an expensive upgrade treadmill. A $150 striker, meanwhile, will find fish exactly as well in 10 years as it does today. So here's how to buy a fish finder without getting played. Start with the floor, and the floor is CHIRP sonar plus GPS. That combination, around $100 to $150, finds fish and marks spots, and it is all most anglers will ever need. Do not let anyone tell you that you need more to catch fish. You do not. From there, add only what your fishing actually calls for. If you fish heavy structure, step up to a unit with down and side imaging, still well under $500. If you fish from shore, grab a castable. And only if you fish tournaments or target suspended fish for a living should live sonar even enter the conversation. Buy the fishing you do, not the fishing in the marketing. And here is a smart money move. Fish finder tech moves fast, so last year's mid-range unit sells used for a song when everyone chases the newest screen. A gently used unit with down and side imaging can cost less than a new base model. Let someone else eat the depreciation and buy their barely used electronics. And whatever unit you buy, spend your first trips learning to read it. Because a fish finder you understand at $150 beats one you do not understand at $1,500 every time. Learn what a fish looks like versus bait, what hard bottom looks like versus mud, and how to mark and return to a spot. That skill beats any upgrade. Learning to read it is simpler than it looks. A single fish shows up as an arch or a dash. A big fuzzy cloud is a school of bait fish, and where there is bait, predators are close. A hard, thin, bright bottom line is rock or gravel that fish love. A soft, fuzzy one is mud. Learn those three things and your cheap unit becomes a superpower. So let's be crystal clear, because this matters. Spending more can absolutely get you a better screen, more imaging, and live sonar. This was never about pretending the expensive gear is bad. It is about the truth that 95% of anglers get 90% of the benefit from the cheapest 10% of the price. That is the whole game. So there it is. A $150 Garmin Striker finds fish, reads structure, and marks your spots, doing 90% of a $1,500 system for a tenth of the price. The LiveScope is a phenomenal tool for the pros who need it. For everyone else, it is the most expensive way to catch the same fish. Knowing that difference is what the Angler's Vault is about. It is the first link below, the QR code is in the corner, pay once, and it is yours. Now tell me in the comments, what fish finder are you running, team budget or big screen? And if this saved you money, subscribe, because we tell the truth the electronics aisle hides. We will see you on the water. And if you want to know which other gear the industry is quietly overcharging you for, watch this next. 12 cheap reels that humiliate the Shimano Stella for a fraction of the price.